Lessons in Chemistry's eventually satisfying plot appears to have been constructed on one of its original book's elements, although the addition of this new narrative has both its successes and failures. Harriet Sloane, who initially lived across the street from Calvin and subsequently Elizabeth, is a prominent member of Sugar Hill's predominantly black community, who has made it her mission to fight against the construction of a motorway through the area. At first, it's challenging to distinguish Harriet from Calvin and Elizabeth's stories as her own, and her side plot in the show frequently depends on whether her white neighbors are adding their more privileged voices to her endeavors. It might be upsetting to observe that lack of assistance, in contrast to the types of circumstances where Elizabeth unexpectedly shows up at Harriet's door, asking for parenting guidance. However, when we see Harriet's life from her perspective rather than from anyone else's, we have a chance to appreciate the extraordinary range of emotion that King brings to the part. Eventually, later episodes do a better job of conveying the idea that these two women have forged close bonds, based on equality and reciprocity. Harriet is the one who ultimately reminds Elizabeth that she should speak up about what matters most to everyone, not just the white ladies in the studio audience. On the very public platform she dominates. Even though Elizabeth is the kind of person who finds stability and dependable scientific findings comforting, it appears like life has different things in store for her. She begins the aforementioned affair with Calvin, which grows gradually in intensity and is unavoidable in its effects, as the two connect through a shared love of science and a taste for delectable cuisine. Pullman may very well be vying for the prize for Best Actor for knowing how to stare at their character's love interest, as if they were the start and the end of everything, or, as Calvin so beautifully puts it in a heartbreaking letter read by voiceover, both the how and the why. Pullman and Larson alone may be able to live up to the show's name, especially in the first two episodes that Sarah Adina Smith will direct and air in conjunction with the premiere. But there are other dynamics that are crucial to the show as Elizabeth experiences the highs and lows of different life stages. It's equally enjoyable to observe Elizabeth's transition into parenthood, including her first amazement and desire to deny that she is pregnant, as well as the fact that she names her baby Matt after the nurse instructs her to select what she is feeling. But thanks to Larson's ability to strike a balance between reason and passion, Elizabeth gradually overcomes her hesitation to become a mother and learns to adore Madeline for sharing so many of the qualities she cherishes about Calvin. The brilliant mother-daughter team discovers unexpected connections while pursuing their quest to learn more about Calvin's past, but they also come across some of the show's most touching moments, which raise the question of whether life can be somewhat predetermined, even if we may not be aware of it ourselves. Lessons in Chemistry is an adaptation for Apple TV+ that seems less constrained by its original material, while still embracing its strengths to best showcase its star-studded ensemble. When the time comes, it would be more strange if we didn't start hearing a certain sort of awards buzz surrounding Larson, since this character not only represents the confluence of so many other types of heroines she has previously portrayed, but also allows her to utilize all of her acting skills. Take some time to yourself to begin the path Lessons in Chemistry sets forth. To quote Elizabeth Zott herself, "The directions it goes in will undoubtedly catch you off guard, but it won't make the outcome any less pleasant."